Hello everyone, it's Lel, and in this video we are going to check out episode titles for OTONA PreCure, Power of Hope, PreCure Full Bloom, however you want to call it. We have episode titles up until episode 5, but as you're going to see, they're very different from the usual PreCure titles we have, because in the PreCure titles, we can kind of guess what's going to happen in the episodes, and this time, with those titles, baby, there is absolutely nothing to guess. But we're also going to check out a little bit of an interview with Murase Aki, who is the producer of the PreCure franchise, and she's also working on PreCure Full Bloom. I love this name. And with that part of the interview, we are going to theorize. Let's start with the episode titles. This is a picture from episode 2, by the way. I love this. And this is also from episode 2. So episode 2 is going to be called The Shape of Determination. Episode 3 is going to be called Memories of the Heart. Episode 4, Wings of Doubt. And episode 5, Nozomi's Hope. So the titles don't give out much. I feel like we're going to deal with feelings, we're going to deal with emotions and problems. As we've seen in the first episode, I feel like the first episode gave out a very nice tone to the show that we're going to keep on following. Now, let's check out one bit of an interview. It's a very interesting answer from a very specific question. And with that, there's a lot for us to talk about. This is an interview from Animage with Murase Aki, as I said, who is the producer of the PreCure franchise. So one of the questions that was asked to her was, finally, what are some of the highlights of the second and subsequent episodes of OTONA PreCure? And Murase Aki answered, episode 1 was a story of an opening party, but the story starts to take off in a big way in episode 2. To put it simply, episode 1 is the first part of the story and episode 2 is the second part. So I hope everyone will watch both episodes. And of course, PreCure will make an appearance. How they appear will be a major part of the story, so please keep your eyes out for that. The characters in the opening will be making more and more appearances, and although one cut in the opening is a bit strange, the story will be fun, including that. So please enjoy the story, starting with the opening and the ending, while picking up hints from them. So the first thing is that Murase makes it very clear that we are going to have cures in this show. So if there were any doubts to that, now it's obvious. The cures will make an appearance. The girls are going to become cures. The women are going to become cures. We don't know if they're going to have the same appearance as Gogo, if they're going to de-age, or if they're going to have a new appearance. We don't really know that. The only visual we have is from the opening and the ending, and they have the same looks as they were in Gogo. So we don't exactly know what's going to happen and how things are going to go. So one of the things that is nice that she says is basically is that episode 1 is the first part and episode 2 is the second part. So they both will kind of like follow the same story and they're going to be like a closed story there. And episode 2 will follow the events of episode 1. And also the appearance of the PreCures, as she said, is a major part of the story. So it's going to be very relevant and very important. We saw in episode 1 that the girls have their... the transformation devices from the girls from Gogo have disappeared. They don't exist anymore. So for them to get their powers back, something will have to happen. We just don't know what it is. And Murase also mentions something very interesting, which is the opening and the ending. She says that both of them have lots of hints. So I urge you, please go watch the opening and the endings again so that we can theorize more. Before recording this video, I was watching the opening and the ending again, and obviously I couldn't pick out much concerning hints. And she also mentions one of the cuts of the opening being very strange. So I wonder what cut that is. I watched the opening again and I couldn't figure out which scene she was talking about. So if you have any idea, please leave in the comments. Now I'm gonna try to get some hints from the opening and the ending. I separated some shots here. The first one, which I feel like are hints, I don't know, Right at the start of the opening, we see Nozomi running, and we see the other women appearing in the background doing what they're doing now. So we see them basically working and who they are now. I feel like, I don't know if this is what she meant by hint, but maybe this is like hinting to who they are nowadays. We can see that. The cure portion, like the girls performing attacks, I feel like could also be hints as to PreCures will be present and they will have more or less the same powers as the Go-Go girls. They will have the same visuals as they had in Go-Go. So I feel like that can also be true. I don't know. We have another beautiful scene as well of Cure Dream meeting adult Nozomi. This is very beautiful. I don't know if this is a hint for anything, but this is a very cute scene. So I feel like the opening, like watching the opening again, I feel like the opening is very emotional. But I can't see anything specific or anything in particular that I could look and think, wow, those are hinting towards something. So I couldn't find much in the opening. In the ending, I feel like there's a little bit more. We can see Nozomi crying at the start. Like the first part of the ending is a big shout out to Kira Kira, Shichate, my true love. Remember the first ending from Yes PreCure 5? It's very similar. And apart from obviously some differences, like here, Nozomi in the original, she's waking up, she's like she has those puffy eyes, and now here she is crying. So maybe this is like hinting to Nozomi's current situation in life, current place in life. I don't know. And then we have some shots of the girls with certain mascots, which were basically the ships that we had in Go-Go. So we have Urara with syrup, we have Komachi with nuts. We have Karen and Kurumi, or Milk, and Nozomi and Coco. So maybe those are hinting to actual couples that we're going to see in the show. I don't know. Like maybe we're going to see them meeting again at least. I mean, Karen and Kurumi are, we already know that they have met already in episode 1, but we're probably going to see them getting closer in episode 2. So maybe this is hinting towards like something bigger, or this is just hinting to the ships, and they know that there were lots of fans of the ships or those fan couples that watched Yes 5 and Yes 5 Go-Go, and so they're just playing with that. There's also one scene of each of the women with objects that are related to time. I've seen some people theorizing that this might be like what is going to become their new transformation devices in this season. I feel like that makes a lot of sense since time is very important to OTONA or PreCure Full Bloom. I feel like this is also something that can be true. And there's also a scene of Nozomi in all her phases so far meeting Belle. We just see Belle as a shadow here. And this scene finishes with Nozomi stretching out her arm, reaching out her hand to Belle. And maybe this is a hint to the end of the season in which they will connect with the villain or with whoever Belle is. And there's going to be like maybe emotional moments and powerful moments with the villain. And there's also the last scene of the ending, which made me very emotional while I was watching, which is every girl in their own poses, in their own transformation poses, while they are regular adults. So I love this. And I feel like, I don't know if this is a hint. Maybe this is hinting towards the girls being like becoming cures. Now they're adults, like they're becoming cures again. I don't know. I'm just reaching. But I really liked seeing that Murase Aki said that the opening and the ending have lots of hints, because this makes me want to rewatch and rewatch and rewatch them to see if I can find anything. I just love this kind of thing. You know, I am always wrong in my theories, but I don't care. Honestly, I just like having fun. I just like enjoying myself. And one thing I forgot to mention, there's a lot of Roman numerals in the opening and in the ending. I feel like this is also playing with the idea of time, which is very important to the show. Just wanted to mention this again because I just feel like it's important. And also this shot of Cure Mint is simply incredible. girls look so good here. I love this. But I am going to be honest. I would love to see them as adults as cures. Like, I want to see new cure forms, not the go-go ones. Not going to lie. But I don't know. Right now, I'm thinking that we're going to see those forms again in this season. I don't know. Just thinking. Anyways, babies, this is it for now. I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you are a member, thank you very much for your support. And if you've watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.